Every parent wants their child to do well in school, but do you know how well your child's school is doing compared to others? The website niche.com released its findings of the top public high schools in the state. Public data is used to grade each school based on various factors, such as test scores, diversity of students, teacher salaries, and the number of special programs, clubs, and sports offered.
It really took into account the student and parent experience as well.
Multiple schools in central Indiana made the top 10, even more ranked in the top 25. So what makes a school great? It really depends on who you ask. We visited number 7, Fishers High School, to find out what makes it unique.
I'm very proud of the professionalism and the quality of all our employees. We want our students to really experience people who are passionate about their subject matter, passionate about their job, but really, truly, sincerely care for students.
And a lot of the opportunities are created by our kids. There is that sense of pride and ownership that it's their school, and so we try to assist in making whatever they want happen.
Good or bad, both students and staff agree grades make you work harder. And for those at Fishers High School, there's always work to be done. If you want to see where your child's school ranks, we have a complete list on the IndyChannel.com. Emily Pace, RTV6. In this neighborhood, many people are fighting to stay alive, out of trouble, and to have a future. But for some, this has become a safe haven of sorts.
Whether you be in the streets, you in here working out, striving for something.
Just 6 months ago, 17-year-old Krishawn Harris found Indy boxing and grappling, or rather, it found him. Here, teens don't have to pay to play.
Hands up, hands up.
The coaches are volunteers, and they operate the gym as a nonprofit, giving back whatever comes in.
If you can work out here, you're going to have confidence. That's all we want to teach the kids.
Patrick McPherson opened the gym 5 years ago. It's now where top-level boxers practice, alongside beginners of all ages.
It tests you. It's not an easy sport.
It's also not easy to keep a facility like this open with little to no money. But McPherson and coaches like two-time Golden Glove champion Ike Boyd truly believe in the power of boxing.
Boundaries, respect, discipline, self-esteem, confidence. It did all of that for me, and I know it does the same thing for you.
Boyd says he makes sure to meet the parents of every child he mentors. Some come to him after getting in trouble at school or with the law. But once in the ring, that doesn't matter. What counts is they're focused on being the best they can be.
When they start pushing me, I didn't really want to come every day, and then I just got the hang of it.
While students are never required to compete, they have to work like they will one day.
You know, you're going to win, we're going to lose, we're going to have fun along the way.
Just like in life. On the city's east side, Emily Pace, RTV6. Parents have sent their children off to school. Thousands of young students eligible to attend PreK this year don't have the access to attend a high-quality program. That's where All In for PreK comes in, a new grassroots campaign to push for funding that would expand preschool to more students from low-income families. Right now, Indiana is one of just 10 states without statewide publicly funded PreK. Officials say they've seen students reap the benefits of high-quality preschool programs through a 5-county pilot program paid for by the state and a city-funded scholarship program. But current demand for these programs is too great, and many children are left unserved.
It is our strong belief that high-quality early childhood education, or PreK, should be available to vulnerable families not just in Indianapolis or in the 4 other pilot programs that make up the state's On My Way PreK program.
The launch of the campaign follows a $5 million donation by the president and CEO of Eli Lilly to United Way in support of Indy's PreK program. The group hopes lawmakers will include more funding in the upcoming budget to cover the state's needs. In addition to the lobbying efforts at the State House, All In for PreK will educate families, business leaders, and community groups about the importance of early childhood education and the long-term impact it can have on the state's future workforce. Emily Pace, RTV6. From beepers to binders, teachers were able to shop for supplies that are no longer needed by Lilly, but can still be used to train a future workforce. Teachers quickly filed into the drug maker's asset recovery center when the doors opened at 8 this morning. They were met by hundreds of boxes filled with items many only dream of having in their classroom.
There are things here that we have put on our wish list for years and years and years, and there's no way that we could have afforded them.
We're going to be able to do so many more experiments and so much more hands-on stuff now. The other lady that I'm here with, we found a lot of things.
And by a lot, she means by the cartload. Teachers whizzed around the warehouse, grabbing as much as they could. This is Lily's 15th Teacher's Day.
Equipment like this will now be used in classrooms across central Indiana. The company invited 90 schools to this year's event. Emily Pace, WRTV6. I'm up here on the roof of Shelbyville Middle School, where students have raised about $3,500 for their classmate Corey Stewart. That means administrators will be staying up here for the next 35 hours.
As the buses rolled in carrying students, Shelbyville Middle School administrators greeted them from an unusual spot. It's all part of Camp Out for Corey. The school's principal and assistant principals decided with every $100 raised for Corey, they would spend 1 hour on the roof.
I don't think we considered the weather at the time.
Battling the elements is how these administrators are showing their love for the 7th grader.
He's family. You know, students here at the middle school spend 7 to 8 hours a day, 5 days a week. With all of us.
Corey and his mom were able to stop by early this morning to say hello. Both were taken aback by the gesture.
I would not expect him to do something like this, especially in December.
Corey's family says it's hard to put into words what the actions of the students and staff at Shelbyville Middle mean to them, but they will be forever grateful. As for the administrators, this will be a fundraiser for the history books.
While it certainly will be a cold night for the administrators, they say they're prepared with blankets, warm clothes, and electrical heaters. They've also brought movies and games to help pass the time. In Shelbyville, Emily Pace, WRTV6.